We have a 4-liter 6-cylinder Jeep, and we're going to go through the steps to replace the water pump. Before performing a cooling system repair, it is recommended to flush the cooling system prior to installing any new parts. With the cooling system thoroughly flushed and drained, disconnect the negative battery cable. Disconnect the coolant recovery hose and the upper radiator hose. Before starting your repair, you always want to be sure you're working with a cool engine. Remove the 4 retaining bolts and remove the fan shroud. As you raise the shroud, you will have to work it around the transmission cooler lines at the bottom of the radiator. Keep in mind your vehicle may have a mechanical fan that will have to be removed from the water pump. Remove the drive belt. Remove the water pump pulley and idler pulley. Disconnect the lower radiator hose and heater hose. Remove the 5 water pump retaining bolts and the water pump. Keep in mind there may be some residual coolant. Be sure and capture this and dispose of properly. Thoroughly clean the gasket surface area before installing the new pump. You will be required to remove the heater tube from the old pump and install in the new. If using a silicone-based type sealant, only lightly apply it to the gasket surface areas, paying particular attention to the bolt hole area. Using excessive sealant can cause coolant system failures. It's not necessary, but it's also a good idea to apply a small amount of anti-seize to the thread area. Install the water pump and torque the retaining bolts to 22 foot-pounds. Attach the heater hose and the lower radiator hose. Any debris that is caught between the pulley and the flange of the water pump can cause an imbalanced pulley. This will lead to a premature water pump failure. Hand tighten the water pump pulley bolts. We'll torque these after reinstalling the drive belt. Install the idler pulley and reinstall the drive belt. Making sure the indicator marks and the belt tensioner are within manufacturer spec. Install the fan shroud to the radiator. Reconnect the upper radiator hose and the overflow tube. It's a good idea to test your pressure cap. A faulty pressure cap can lead to an inefficient cooling system. If you do not have access to a pressure tester, these are available at your local parts store. With the repair complete, reattach the negative battery cable and fill the system with a 50-50 blend of coolant and distilled water. Start the vehicle and turn the cabin heater on high. This will help bleed the air out of the system. Allow the engine to reach operating temperature and check for leaks. Shut the engine off and allow it to cool completely. Top off the recovery tank if needed.